Hey Scorpios, I got in the crystal ball that you've hit the wall. Now that could be that could be literal. If that is literal, then be careful with yourselves. But it was like you've come to the end of the road on something. Like if it was a thought pattern or a series of ideas, it's like you've come to a roadblock. That could be another thing, because I just heard roadblock then as well. So it could be that you were driving somewhere and you've actually found a roadblock. But it's like a cycle is about to I'm hearing wrap it up, wrap it up. So it's something that you were doing for some time is coming to a close, and you're realizing you're going to need to pivot, change directions, or the next thing's going to need to happen. So it won't surprise me if it's that kind of world card, the Scorpio death card coming out. It wasn't sort of a sinister type of energy. It was just sort of, okay, this is closing out, so it's time to move, on to the next thing. I've got to get on to something. There was a bit of anxious energy around that, Scorpio. Let's see what comes up in the cards related to that. But yeah, it was energy that I was feeling as though it was going to naturally come out. Oh yes, here we go. We've got a fellow Cancer sign energy coming out, the Chariot. So this is exactly what I mean. Moving. This is a movement card. Travel. Going to the next stage, moving from one place to another. So won't surprise me if there's changes in job circumstances, maybe a motorbike or transportation that's a bit different is related to this too. I was just thinking about the drivers that do, the Uber and delivery kind of drivers on the motorbikes. That's just come to my mind as well. The Empress coming out next as well, which, yeah, we've got this, similar cards are coming out this month. It's really funny. I've had the same sort of combinations for one of the other signs. It could have been Virgo, it might have been Librans, but yeah, the Chariot and the Empress. So you're going to be moving into a new cycle where you become this Empress, the abundant. Doesn't matter if it's masculine or feminine. It's behind the card is the bountiful energy, and could be something like birthing something with the Empress. It could be birthing a new project or a new occupation, or literally the birth of a child or a family member. That could be relevant to you. The Hangman, after a time of suspension, is what I'm getting, and that's it. Or you could be in this pause time where you're got the anxiety because you don't really know what's going to happen next. So have a look at this though. You're getting the ideas, the wisdom is coming with the time. So don't think that the time in suspension is wasted. To me, this is quite funny because it feels as though she's got her fishnet stockings on underneath everyday kind of tracksuit here. And it's like almost she's been out somewhere and then, is covering that up with something else. So almost like you're in between two worlds, like the night and day kind of energy. Really big energy for you, Scorpio, for a new cycle, because so far every card that's come out is major arcana, meaning you've got the big stuff on the table. 7 of Cups here, so choices, exactly what we're talking about here. There's a new cycle. There's going to be choices to be made, and that's why you're feeling like you're in this hangman. Like, I want to wait until I've got more information. I don't know which way to move. I know I've got to move. I know the Chariot's here and I have to get going to become the Empress, but I've got all of these choices, and you are aware that not every choice is the right choice. So now you're sort of nervously thinking, oh, I need to kind of gather more intel before I make the move. There's this beautiful rose here, love hearts, but there's a serpent, a snake in this one. Looks like there's a tornado in this one. There's money and diamonds. There's victory. There's all sorts, but waiting on that more information to come down from the heavens through the clouds before you feel like you're ready. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. So this could also impact or have a relationship with a marriage or a commitment here. That could be part of the consideration, whether the change, because I'm looking at the Chariot being very similar with the, we've got the city here in the background. And if you look, this is almost like this person's driven away from that city there. So it could be that you're concerned that the change might have an impact on a relationship. I'm hearing that. But it could be that you're driving towards a beautiful connection here, a commitment, that kind of thing too. Because this is my marriage card, my kind of happy marriage card. So it's actually really lovely energy. I understand why there's this anticipation, Scorpios. So for us, we don't like change. So I can understand why there's this nervousness, but we know we've kind of got to move with something. We have to do something different, and that's why we're getting that sort of energy. I'm just going to pull you a Lover's Oracle card from the Toni Carmine Salerno deck. Not surprisingly, it's taking a little while for the right one to come out for us, because whenever we're in a Hanged Man, it's the choices energies here, it takes a while to get the right one pointing out, but here we go. And here we go. Here's the serpent wrapping around the couple here. So that's a funny thing to already happen. I like people to gaze through at the image and get their own sort of messages as well. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So what have we been saying? It's that time when we're going to have to, so don't get stuck somewhere, Scorpio, and do what we do when we don't want to have change and stay somewhere that isn't serving us. Make sure that if you realize it's the time for that, coming to the dead end, that you actually respond. Let's grab another message here. You are doing your best, and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all of your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. That's a really good reminder for manifesting as well at this time, because we're at a point where obviously we've got change coming, and that's an opportunity to actually draw in what we want, rather than bringing in any energy of fear or anticipation, anxiety, that type of thing. Like, have that positive anticipation where you're like, oh wow, it's going to be amazing, I can't wait for the new cycle. Anyway, Scorpio, happy July. Hopefully you're going to be really focused on bringing in something amazing and abundant in, and catch up with you soon. Cheers.